Hi, Ricardo. This is Matthew, part two. I had a Skype call, but I really needed to speak to the person, and so now I'm back. So I see you moving in different realms in heaven, and starting to talk and meet with people of heaven, people who've just passed on, people who are actors, people who are writers, people who are producers, people who are directors, people with large visions like Steve Jobs, people with a message like John Lennon. I can see you moving in authority and meeting people like Michael Jackson, who understands about perfection and working with a spirit of excellence, and same as Steve Jobs. I can see you moving in different realms in heaven. David on worship, and Moses on intimacy, and Joshua on breakthrough, and talking to specific saints in heaven, and talking to them on earth, and having conversations. And I'd suggest that you turn Zoom on, or turn Skype on, or turn something on that you can interview them and record what they say, and send the recording off to a typist and get it typed up. And I see you sort of receiving, collecting information for years and years, and processing it, and walking in it, walking it out. I see heaven, people in heaven, like mentoring you and equipping you and teaching you and training you, and then you starting to release the information, release the teaching, start to walk in the teaching and move in the teaching, and start to move in the realms and travel through the realms of heaven, and meet with the great people of heaven, and interview them, and record what they say, and even release the stuff. I can see I've done 10 books on interviews with saints. I can see you doing quite a number on specific subjects, on acting, on being a princess, on moving in royalty, on inventions, on working with the spirit of excellence, producing film, writing good stories, what constitutes a good story. I can see all this education that you're going to get from heaven. Then I can see you starting to move out in it and teach it, and then use and implement that in short films, documentaries, and feature films as the years go by. But I really sense that you're going to be really mystical, and once again teach that in 5 ways. Almost have 5 books directed at 5 different audiences in different qualities and different sorts of people, and reach out and touch people's lives and change people's lives. I really feel that God really loves your heart. It's not really anything that you have to do to develop intimacy. It takes time and practice and conversation after conversation. But I encourage you to journal with Jesus and journal with the Father and get to know them both, and really grow in your relationship. But they've chosen you. You're special. You're a person who thinks outside of the box. I'm just having a lozenge. You're a person that thinks outside of the box, and you want to change the world. And I sense that you just want to make some like major brush strokes, and change the world, and make an impact on the world. And you're really open to a whole lot of things, and you've just got this really open personality. I hate my phone making noises when I'm trying to do a prophecy. So I feel it would really help you if you read my 10 books with the interviews with saints. And I just pray that God would open your eyes, open your spiritual senses, so you have the belief and the faith that you can start talking to saints, and you can start with one saint and request them to come and talk to you. And a saint that's very close to me is Michael Jackson, and perhaps you can start with him or Steve Jobs. And encourage you to write to me and give me feedback on this prophecy. It was all new to me, but Jesus came through and was able to do that. Sorry for the disruption. Sorry that it's in two parts. I hope that you're blessed by this. If you are watching this prophecy in two parts and you're encouraged by that, I would request your own prophecy, and you can see the description tag down below. If you want a more comprehensive look at your life, a 30-minute minimum look at your life and what you're called to do, you can order a Prophetic Destiny Blueprint, and you can go to my homepage on YouTube and check some of them out and be encouraged by some of them. Then save up $150 Australian and send that to me. If you just want to try your hand at what I hear for you, perhaps you can request a prophecy. So I really encourage you and bless you, and I hope that if you like this, press like. If you didn't like it, I'll pray for you and dispatch angels to talk to you. If you want to comment, please comment. And if you're new to my channel, you can subscribe. If you choose to, if you don't, that's fine. God bless you, Ricardo. Thanks for your time.